My whole life was controlled by the cult leader and the cult. Certain jobs I couldn't do, certain careers I couldn't follow.
When Ryan decided to leave the Geelong Revival Centre in 2020, he lost a community he'd been part of for 40 years. His wife Catherine and their 2 children stayed for another 18 months. Past members of the church say former pastor Noel Hollins, who died last year, controlled major aspects of their life.
I had to ask to date my wife, I had to ask to get married. My whole life was controlled.
Catherine says she's lucky COVID disrupted the centre's regular meetings and removed some of the pressure a family's put under to ostracise someone who has left.
It's constant, regular messaging that people who leave are bad, people in the world are bad.
The couple want coercive control in religious settings treated as seriously as in domestic violence.
At the moment, these leaders have ultimate control. They police themselves, they've got their own laws, they've got their own rules.
Jodie Nell and her family were part of the Geelong Revival Centre in Warrnambool. She describes her childhood in the church as idyllic, but her life changed in 2022. She was looking forward to moving to Tonga with her family in a missionary role, and she used Facebook, which the church opposes, to say goodbye to the clients of her small business.
That ruffled some feathers and they decided we weren't fit for the position. So that really rocked our faith.
It was the beginning of the end of her time in the strict Pentecostal church.
I was criticised for treating Jodie like an equal. And you just don't do that. You're a man. You tell them what's happening.
Earlier this month, the state government announced a parliamentary inquiry into cults and organised fringe groups. One Labor MP says she wants religious coercive control laws in place before next November's state election.
People have lost everything. You know, they've lost their families, they've lost their income in some cases, their family home, access to their children.
The laws would make it illegal for religious leaders to tell followers to cut off those who leave, who they can marry and if they can get medical treatment. The Geelong Revival Centre declined requests for interviews, but its leader, Pastor Brian Griggs, told the ABC there's no coercive control within the church and people are free to leave if they'd like to. Experts say legislation banning coercive control in all settings is preferential.
A better state intervention will be to deal with coercive control